Hi guys, good evening. What's up, guys doing? Good evening, everyone. How are you guys doing? Sorry. This live stream was supposed to be streamed. Was it yesterday or earlier today? I don't know. I just decided to come on live. Can you all hear? Guys, it's been a lot. Miss Grand All Stars is tomorrow, so I just quickly want to do this live stream for us to just discuss, based on what has been going on in the pageant scene of late. So I just want to conclude on this judging format thing that has been causing a lot of issues on the internet. I see a lot of comments from pageant fans talking about the results, the Miss Grand All Stars results, and I think it's high time we accept the fact that it's not really easy to see the actual judging scores of of the candidates. It's not really easy because I know a lot of you are saying, oh, we want transparency, we want accountability, right? Now what? Papa Nawat has given us accountability now, saying, okay, let the judges score be exposed to the public, and a lot of people are crying, shouting, oh, why would this judge do this? Why would this judge do that? Why would this judge do this? And why would they give the person this score? Anyway, you're coming in, like the live stream, like and share, okay? I just want to quickly discuss on this particular topic. A lot of people are saying, why would the judge give out this particular score? You forget to say, now so they do am for closed doors, behind closed doors. all the judge wey they see, that's how they collate the results behind closed doors. So those of you that are crying and saying, oh, we did not have a, would not see, this person was not, my candidate did not make it. Omar, it's not every judge that will like your candidate. That's just the truth. This particular exposure of the results has really opened our eyes, or personally my own eye, to see that most times you might like a particular candidate, but the judges might not like that person. Do you understand? So it's all up to the judges. So at the end of the day, judges, they have the final say. Guys, let's just be sincere. The judges have the final say. The judges have the final say at the end of the day. So if you like, think say, oh, my candidate is doing well and all that. At the end of the day, some judges might not really like your candidate, and you can see that in this Miss Grand All Stars, that out of the judges, you see, different judges with their own opinions based on the presentation of the candidate. Okay, most times it's not coming from a place of, oh, I don't like this particular person, and it's a place of the performance of the ladies according to their own perspective. Okay, so each judges have their own perspective, but at the same time, some judges are just so mean. When they are scoring their candidates, sometimes we'll be like, this particular judge, what's happening now? Why are you doing this? And this is what we've seen so far, recently in this particular MG1 All Stars, Omar harfouch. A lot of persons are really they are blaming him. They are saying that he's just too mean to the candidates, that he doesn't know how to score when it comes to judging. And also they were also saying that he needs to be cautioned, he needs to change, he needs to look from the perspective of being a judge and not your own personal. I don't know how to put it. Like, most of them were really happy with the way he was scoring the candidates, giving them pretty low scores. Sometimes gives them 1 out of 10, 2 out of 10, and so a lot of persons are saying that, oh, he's always giving the lowest score. In fact, it's amongst the judges that have given the lowest score so far. And some of the candidates are not really happy. I even saw a video of one of the candidates from China. I think her husband was in the crowd, and he was just shouting that Omar harfouch needs to be changed as a judge, that how can he give his wife 2/10 during the was it bareface round or so, where they had to remove all their makeup and all. That was where Omar harfouch gave the highest, in fact the lowest score. And also in some other segments as well, he has been giving low scores. So a lot of the candidates and their families are not really happy with Omar harfouch at this point, he's now the least, I don't know, I don't want to use the least popular judge now. In a negative way, I be the popular judge negative way. So for me personally, my own opinion in this particular issue is that, for me, I think, um at least, if you don't have at least sorry, 3 or 4, it's fair enough if you want to really score a candidate low. Those particular points are very, very discouraging, because when the candidates see that you're giving them 1 or 2 over 10, it's kind of discouraging. They might it's lets down their spirits down. It lets down their how would I put it, self-esteem, if I use that word. Because when the candidates see like you're putting 1 and 2 on their score, like they will feel, oh, they're not really doing. Anyway, it's kind of, making them to perform better. But at the same time, when it's a consistent score, you're giving them, each of them, consistent scores of, consistent low scores. It affects their self-esteem, rather. As it affects their self-esteem, makes them have this low self-esteem and all. That is just my own opinion, sha. But for me, I think that, that's my own opinion on that. But when it comes to the other judging, there's some other people that I've seen that, they are always favoring the candidates from their own country. Okay. And I remember one of the judges, yeah, saying that, I think it's Omar harfouch himself, was also saying that, Lupita, is it Lupita, yes, the other judge from Mexico, that she doesn't deserve to be a judge because she's a national director in her country. And I'm like, Omar, this is a grand all stars, so anybody can be a judge. Do you understand? Because all these people, they are coming from their country, but they are not under an organization. I don't know if you get my point. They are not under an organization. They are on their own. Like, it's an individual, candidate coming in from a particular country, but not on a platform, not on a national pageant platform. Okay, so you can have like 3 or 4 candidates from the same country. They are performing in their own individual right, or in their own individual yes, in their own individuality. Okay, they're not under any organization back there in their home country. So for him to be saying, oh, Lupita is not supposed to, Lupita, is it Lupita Jones, or I don't know her full name. I know it's Lupita. She was a former Miss Universe from Mexico, and she's also a national director of Miss Universe Mexico. So Omar harfouch said that she shouldn't be part of the judge. Like, seriously, this pageant is individual. For the fact that you're coming from a country does not mean that you are representing the organization in that country. You are coming on your own volition. Okay, so it's just for your fans in your country to vote for you and nothing more. That's just my own opinion on this particular matter. That's my own opinion on this particular matter. I don't really see anything that's so bad in how allowing national directors to be judges in this MGI All Stars. But when it comes to other pageants, they will be biased. But in this particular pageant, where everybody's coming on their own volition, like, you're not, even if you're coming from a country, like, you are performing individually, so you don't concern anybody. You don't concern anybody, you don't be anybody. They can bring anybody as a judge. Do you understand? What about Abina, that is a national director of Miss Grand in her country, Ghana? So anyway, it doesn't really hold water. I would say that this exposing the results of the judges, most times it might not go well with everybody. It's not everybody that will go well with. That's just the truth. Some people might like it, some people might not like it. Some people might say, oh, this particular judge is favoring their own person out of and different ideas or ideologies will come up. Okay, it's also Papa Nawat's way of saying, okay, I want to be transparent this time around. I want you guys to be seeing what your the results of how the judges actually score these candidates. Okay, if these results were not open to the public, a lot of people will still cry and say, oh, they are playing pranks, or there's a cooking show, or they are rigging the pageant. But this time around, everybody is seeing the results, so there's nothing like rigging here. Do you understand? So it's just based off on the judges' perception of the particular candidates and how well they perform. So far, Faith Maria Porter is actually doing very well from Africa, from Ghana. And yeah, I think she's the one to beat from the African region. That's just the truth, because I see her going all the way to the finals. I see her going all the way to the top two, and the Q&A will be a decider for Faith, for Faith Maria Porter, because of course she's Africa's best bet. And also her second from Ghana, Makiba, that lady is also very, very strong as well. I think the both of them are strong, but Faith, of course, has an advantage, and that's just it. Okay, so Ghanaians, go and vote for Faith. Go and vote for your people. Okay, you guys know Nigerian did not, Nigerian was able to make it. Nigerian applied. It's not like they were able to make it. No Nigerian applied. Up to now, I'm still like, what's going on? What's going on? Anyways, with what I saw concerning the entrance fee of $5,000, Omar, I don't blame them, because can't carry $5,000 go pageant when you never chop finish. Omar, it's not easy. It's not easy at all. So I don't get to chop belle full finish before you carry $5,000 go participate for pageant. That's just it. And I trust my Nigerian girls now. When they say, that money big, who won't sponsor them? They don't get sponsor. How they want to? They use that money to do a better thing now. And so it be. So anyways, South Africa did not have a candidate as well. So it's just Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire, and Zambia that are representing Africa. Okay, so anyway, good luck to them tomorrow. Tomorrow is the finals. And of course, I'm going to be coming back here to give you guys my own updates or my own reaction to the finals. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to do a live reaction. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. I don't know. Probably it would be good if I do a live reaction, but I want to take my time to watch the pageant. Okay, after the pageant, I'll come online and do a live reaction. So anyways, tomorrow I think the judges definitely will score the candidates. The judges score will be 70%, while the voting will be 30%. Okay, so the judges have the final say at the end of the day, and it's a very strong batch, guys. For me personally, I think it's between Colombia and Ghana. Vanessa Green of Colombia and Faith Maria Porter of Ghana. Then probably Dominican Republic, Yamilex, something like that. I think that's her name. She's coming close to them. But I think it's still between Colombia and Vanessa Green and Faith Maria Porter of Ghana. Those are the two candidates that I think are going to go very far. Then also people should watch out for Gazini Ganados of Philippines, and Imelda Squerda, something from Philippines as well. She's also very strong. From the Europe region, I would say it's going to be a very tough one for the Europe region, because they are all spectacular. So I don't know, maybe the best one get make the cut, because I saw that it's going to be top 18, from top 18 to top 10, top 5, and top 2. So anyway, that's the judging format for tomorrow. And yeah, so for those of you that are accusing Omar harfouch, you guys should know that Omar is not easy to judge. It's not easy to judge, but at the same time, I think he's just too mean with his scores, because like I said before, at least give them a 3 or 4 now. How about 2 is too small, 1 is too small. Encourage these candidates. Anyways, I think it's a good one that they are releasing these results. At least we get to see how the judges perceive the candidates. It's a very good one. Kudos to Panawat. And the production, very, very good. I love the production, and I can't wait for tomorrow's finals, grand finale. As in Panawat is going to pull up a surprise to us, like seriously. When it comes to production, when it comes to organizing a pageant, leave it to Panawat. He knows what to do. He knows how to organize the pageant, and I'm really, 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 I'm really, really in awe of what he has done so far, and I feel like he needs to do a master class to teach us on how to hold pageants, because that man knows what to do. Like, he's a very good pageant director and pageant businessman. Anyway, so I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Like I said, let's see who the winner is going to be at the end of the day. So yeah, that's it for this particular live stream. I don't have much to say. So okay, let me come on live. I think it's about 15 minutes now. Yeah, like I said, I'm not going to waste more time today. So if you're going to be watching the live stream, let us know your thoughts on this particular judging format. Do you like, what is currently going on, and how do you see Omar Harfouch's score line, how he scores the candidates? For me personally, everybody's pointing fingers at him and all that, but at the end of the day, he's just being himself, but at the same time, the organizers should caution him and let him know that most times those scores that he gives, they can be depressing sometimes to the candidates, so that's just it. So let's see what tomorrow is going to look like, because definitely the scores are going to be they're going to be televised, they're going to be shown to the public. So it's going to be a free and fair pageant, hopefully tomorrow. Okay, so like I said, I'll come back tomorrow after the finals to do my reaction, live reaction to the MGI All Stars finals, okay, to the grand finale rather. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining me today. For those of you that are going to be watching the live stream, let me know your thoughts on this particular issue. Coming in, like the live stream, like and share. If you're going to be watching, please like the live stream, okay? Like and also share, and drop your opinion, drop your thoughts in the comment section, what you think about the current judging format of Miss Grand All Stars, and what you think about Omar Harfouch score the scores that he has given to the candidates, how he's been scoring the candidates. What do you think about it? Do you think he's mean, or do you think he's just being himself? Alright guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you all in another live stream, possibly tomorrow. Okay, good night, bye.